Hello and welcome everyone to your Thursday edition of the Daily 8 on the News 8 Live Desk. Phil Penarski here with the top 8 stories of the day. We'll check out your forecast, a warning about bird flu, and an adventurous feline in just a bit. But first, our top story. A man was convicted yet Wednesday for killing a woman outside of a Oshtemo Township Walmart back in 2022. Sean Vo was charged with open murder after he was accused of intentionally hitting 65-year-old Sandra Villarreal with his car as she was walking in the parking lot. She was taken to a hospital and later pronounced dead. Vo did not know the victim but told authorities that he woke up that day angry and lonely and decided that he wanted to kill someone with his car. A probable cause document says that Vo waited at the parking lot for someone walking by themselves. Vo now awaits sentencing for his conviction. To Charleston Township we go now, where authorities there arrested a man for driving under the influence after the man crashed his car Thursday morning. According to the Kalamazoo Sheriff's Office, the crash happened around 2 a.m. on Augusta Drive near Galesburg. The driver, a 36-year-old man, suffered minor injuries and was treated before being taken into custody. A passenger in that vehicle was actually ejected from the car after the crash. They have been taken to a hospital with severe injuries. Their condition is unknown at this time. The Kenton County Health Department is sending out a warning to residents to be aware of the threat of bird flu and also to consider preventative measures to avoid infections. This comes after a recent several bird flu cases in Ottawa County and a person actually dying from the virus down in Louisiana. Some of the measures the department is recommending for people to do include avoiding contact with any and all wild birds, washing your hands thoroughly, and also monitoring your pets. Also make sure that you are cooking all poultry products to an internal temperature of at least 165 degrees to avoid possible infection. If you do suspect a case of bird flu, you're asked to contact MDARD at 800-292-3939. Again, 800-292-3939. An internet service provider is suing Green Charter Township for libel and defamation. The company, Internet Services Inc., says that disparaging comments from the township board members have hurt their business in the area. Township Supervisor Jason Cruz, in an interview with News 8 back in March of 2024, stated that he had issues with ISI, including not providing the proper internet services and also spying on the board. The lawsuit was filed back on January 2nd of this year. ISI says that they have lost over 50% of its customer base. They are asking the township for damage compensation. And while the U.S. continues to await for the Supreme Court to release a decision on a potential TikTok ban, creators in West Michigan are looking for ways to continue making contact and, for some, a living. We spoke to a few influencers and businesses that operate through the social media site. While some have already made plans to move to other platforms like Instagram and YouTube, others say that the TikTok ban that TikTok provided them with an audience and a way to grow their business and their following much faster than they have found on other sites. The app is being banned primarily for the ownership group having ties to the Chinese government, which lawmakers say pose a national security risk for us here in the U.S. If no decision is made by the Supreme Court, TikTok will be shutting down on Sunday. News 8 business reporter Madeline Bursma takes us inside a new Mexican restaurant down in Wyoming for this next story. Corazon de Cafe opened on New Year's Day on 28th Street Southwest, and its menu includes some giant treats that are perfect for this cold winter weather that we're having. They have one menu item in particular that could serve 6 people or one hungry person. It's a large concha, basically a Mexican sweetbread, as well as a massive cup of Café de Olla, a cinnamon spiced coffee. Take a look inside the new spot and check out some of the photos of those massive items like you see right there inside our story over on woodtv.com. We're going to step aside now and get you a look at your forecast, as we have seen a few snowfalls already today. Here, Storm Team 8 meteorologist Matt Kirkwood.
Okay, it looks like some light snow, mostly during the morning hours, kind of tapering off gradually throughout the day, and accumulation will not be much. Most areas will pick up 1 to 2 inches to maybe broom off or shovel off your walkway or your car. Overall, we're going to see milder temperatures. That's the other part of the story. West wind 10 to 20 miles an hour. Temperatures will actually crack that 30-degree mark today. And I think by the end of the day, we'll see the snow come to an end. Windy and warmer on Friday. Then here comes the Arctic blast. This is really going to be the headlines, though, going forward into this weekend. Speaking of the weekend, it looks like Saturday morning, a chance of snow, especially south of Grand Rapids. We'll start out early in the morning hours in the 30s. That's not going to last. Falling temperatures, I think, will be in the teens by the evening hours. Those teens can be expected for highs on Sunday. And if that's not cold enough, look at the single digits for highs on Monday and Tuesday with temperatures well below zero at that time. Wind chill temperatures will be in negative teens, maybe negative 20s.
All right, thanks, Matt. We end today's show with a dramatic adventure that does have a happy ending. The Humane Society of Huron Valley in Ann Arbor recently took in a stray cat that they ultimately named Crouching Tiger. They were set to find her a new home here in Michigan, but after checking the feline's microchip, they found that the cat already had a family down in New Hampshire. Yes, somehow Crouching Tiger ended up here in Michigan, more than 700 miles away from her family. How the cat got to Michigan is still a mystery at this time, but though thankfully the family was notified and actually made the trek out to Michigan all ready to reclaim Crouching Tiger, and all was right in the world. All right, that is going to do it for us today on the Daily 8. We will, of course, be back again tomorrow with 8 more stories that you need to know as we get set for the weekend, including a look at your weekend planner. I do want to thank everybody so much for tuning into this latest edition of the News 8 Live Desk. I'm Phil Penarski, and we hope you have a great rest of your day.